Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie or Cakes, and today I just want to talk about some of my product empties, a little bit of a declutter, and then also some new products that I've just gotten over the past couple weeks. And then also, what am I testing? What have I really been liking out of the things that I have? So if you are interested in things like that, let's go. So first, I want to talk about what I am decluttering because it's either really old, it smells bad, so even if it's not too old, it smells bad. Or it's just like time to part ways. Like I've held on to it for so long and it has to go. So first of all, this is not makeup, but it is my Echo Tools like brush cleaner. It's empty. It's finally empty. And then I already have a new one to replace it, so that's out of the way. I finally have gotten better at cleaning my brushes, or else you would not see me on camera with my face kind of beat. Another thing that I am finally parting ways with is this Physicians Formula. It's organic wear lip polish with rosehip oil. It smells... Why am I going to smell it again? Yeah. So not only does it smell like Play-Doh, like it does make your lips soft, but I prefer a lip scrub to a lip polish, so there's like no reason in me even having this, keeping this. It smells so bad. I would never give this away to a friend. I wouldn't even give this to family. It's disgusting. Another thing I'm getting rid of, this is a really old Bare Minerals ID. It's like setting powder, I guess. It's in the shade Honey Bisque. I don't even think they sell this anymore. I did get this for my sister and I did use it a couple times. It is a very small travel size, so there's actually not that much in it anyway. It can go. It can go. It also smells weird. It can go. Another thing I got from my sister was this Clinique All About Eye Concealer. It is in the shade Deep Golden. I think it's just really old, as you can see. It's just really old. I don't think they make this anymore. I don't even know if they make anything like related to what this was. It's a bit thick, slightly pasty, but it's just really old. Another thing that I'm actually kind of sad to part ways with is this Joa Wand Me Up concealer in the shade Cafe. Here's the shade. It's pretty good, but it's definitely not my favorite concealer, and it's also basically empty, so that can go. This one actually makes me a little sad. So this is one of my Essence Camouflage Plus like 16-hour waterproof tattoo covering concealers. I got the last 3. They don't make this anymore. This is in the shade 70 Dark Caramel. And it's just empty. It's basically empty. I could probably get maybe... No. I wore it today, actually. I wore it for this look because I knew that it was gonna... It's time. Another one that I broke in one of my last videos was this Joa Brow Down to Me brow setter. I basically broke this where it twists on. And I mean, it hasn't dried out yet, but it's gotten very goopy. It's a couple years old now. It can go. I don't know if they still make it. Joa did update their website, and I honestly think that it looks really good. It looks like they're more into skincare, and they also do bundles. I might get a bundle so that we can play with that. Another thing that has to go, just because it's old and it's empty, actually, oh, it's like empty, but who cares? I don't even think you can see it. But it is my Maybelline The Falsies Flared Mascara. It's just old and it's basically empty. I used to wear this with everything. But yeah, it's basically empty, so that can go. And then another thing that I didn't necessarily hate it, but it also wasn't the right shade. It's very old now. I don't think Benefit makes it anymore. I also don't really like Benefit as a company, so I would never replace it with whatever brow stuff they have. But it is the Benefit Cabral. I did like the packaging though, but it was kind of hard to store. And it was in the shade 4.5. I did use it, but I don't know. I didn't like it very much. It can go. It was a bit dry. And the last thing on my declutter chopping block to go, so sad. It is my Cover FX Total Coverage Cream Foundation. Oh hey, it was hiding one of my puffs. I will keep that. I will clean that. You can see I definitely already hit pan. I could probably keep it, but it smells kind of funny. I do like the mirror aspect. I might actually clean this out and try and put something else in it because I do like the mirror. I like the fact that it's a compact, and I have lots of compacts now. If anyone would like to see all of them again, I have many. So I might actually declutter, but I might keep the packaging and see if I can use it for something else. So that is everything that I'm decluttering this time around. But now let's move over to the things that they're almost done. So number 1 and 2 are my Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I always have one in the shade 50 Cafe and the other in the shade 20 Sand. I mean, they're good, they're cheap, they're affordable, they're almost empty. I use them quite a lot right now, and I'm happy to use them up because I have a lot of concealer that I don't need this many. Another thing that I actually think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it instead of like wait is another one of my Essence Camouflage Plus concealers. This one is in 60 Golden Toffee. As you can see, I mean, it's almost gone. It's almost gone at this point. So I'll keep it for now. I'll use up the rest of it. Another thing that I'm really glad to be almost done with it, because once I order it again, it'll have the new packaging. It's actually my Joa Perfect Complexion BB Cream in the shade Mocha, which is their deepest shade. They might have updated it though. They might have extended the shade range when they did the whole update for the website and the packaging and everything. Another thing I'm almost done with is my e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer that I use a lot especially in these videos. It's getting there. It's almost there. I'm really excited so that I can have less, and I have enough primers as it is, so I don't really need to replace it with a new one. I really just want to use up the ones that I have. And also a primer that I really liked in the beginning but now I don't really like is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I don't know why. It might be because my skin is just really dry right now, but it started pilling the last time I used it and I was like, ew, don't do that. Another thing that is almost done is my Touch in Soul No Problem Primer. As you can see, it's like, yeah, you can tell even through the frosted glass. It's pretty empty. I really love this silicone based primer. I think it's really good. I was lucky to find this at like TJ Maxx. I think I want to go back to TJ Maxx because it's actually kind of expensive, especially for a primer, but it's good. I'm already sad to see this go. I've had this for a long time though. And then my e.l.f. Duo in Turks and Caicos. You can see where I've hit pan. Soon I am going to have to find a replacement, but not quite. And then I also have these two Maybelline products. This is my Tattoo Studio in the shade Black Brown 382. As you can see, I've dipped into this. I've probably had this since 2020 maybe. And then this is also the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner. That's even more empty because I use it to draw on my eyebrows. But those, I feel like I'm probably going to part ways with them soon just because they're so old. But I mean, they still have some life in them. And I think that's it for the products that are almost done, that I'm really happy to be finishing up. Okay, now for the products that are basically pretty new to my collection. Firstly, I have one of the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. I don't think I've used it like on my channel, but I've mentioned it. I do have it on today. You can kind of see it. I didn't want to go too much because I was going for like a sweet peachy pinky kind of vibe. I really like this blush. Like a lot. I don't have the Juvia's Place one to like compare it to, but this e.l.f. Camo one, they definitely did a really good job with the formula. Of course, I did get that extra Echo Tools brush and sponge shampoo. I did get a new foundation. I did mention it before. I got this Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Longwear Foundation. It's supposed to be soft matte. I would agree with it being soft matte. It has really good coverage. I'm actually wearing it today. It has some really good coverage. I was surprised. This is in the shade F14. It's not the right shade. At Target, they had F14 and then it skipped to, I think, F16. And I'm positive there's an F15, which I think would have worked a little better because the undertone for this, it's a little on the pink side, and I am more of a golden neutral undertone girly, so it's not perfect, but once I like do everything else, I think it does look pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna return it. I'm just gonna use it. I like it enough to where the undertone's not that bad. Another new thing to my collection, but really just a replacement, is my Maybelline Hyper Easy eyeliner. It's in the shade 800 Pitch Black. It has a flex brush tip. It's one of the best eyeliners that I've ever used, like ever. The last time I had one was when I went to Universal, but the cap wasn't on, like it wasn't secured, so it ended up drying out by the time we even got there, and so I just had to throw it away. But I finally got a replacement. I'm really excited. I am going to have to go through my eyeliners and my lip products, so I might have another small declutter video to show you guys, because some of my eyeliners, it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't know why I keep holding on to these things when they're super old, but I can't help it. Also, the last two things that I got, I did order off of Mercari because it was a very specific item that's not made anymore, and I sold it a really long time ago because I was stupid and I was like, oh, I'm never going to use this as a highlighter, only for me to realize it was perfect in every way, and I took it for granted. And after about 2 years, I think, I finally got my hands on it again. It is the Mars Melter highlighter from Kaleidos Makeup. It is still in the tin. It was brand new. I opened it. It was virtually untouched. I am wearing it today. I don't know if you can really tell because of my lighting, but it is absolutely beautiful. It looks white. I'll do a little swash. I don't know if you can really see it well. Like, it just looks like white on camera, but in person it is the most stunning red pink mix. And yes, you can still buy Mars Melter from Kaleidos Makeup, but it's not the same formula. It's also not the same shade, and it's not the same tin. So I'm really happy that I got my hands on this. I'm never gonna sell you again, baby, I promise. And then the last thing that actually came with that, the seller was nice enough to gift me this little duo set. It's from Illuminati Cosmetics. I've never tried anything from them, but I have seen their stuff, like, kind of around. But it is a gel paint duo. They're like eyeliners. And one is in blue. That was just a really light trace. And then the other one, I believe, yes, it is in pink. So I did also get those that I am excited to play around with because I do have a lot of colorful eyeliner. I just haven't been in like that mood, and so hopefully I can get some inspiration from these. And that is pretty much it. Again, I don't really buy too much makeup, especially not anymore. I'm really more involved with decluttering, kind of making my collection smaller, You can find me on Poshmark and Mercari. If anyone would like a link, it'll be down there. I haven't posted it before, and I'm like, I might as well. And I'm also now on Depop, but that's only for the brand new makeup and lightly used clothes. And with that, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please remember to drink some water and have a wonderful day. Bye!